Hi, I'm Bobsto, the Elder Weeb,
I'm Red, the bald-headed wonder.
and we are the Anime Boys.
The anime
Anime
boys.
Boys. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
And
brother.
today we got another special episode coming at you, another special quickie.
Hmm.
We're covering episode 3 of Mob Psycho 100 season 3. And
Yes.
man, this was a good episode. It flowed extremely well.
I'm kind of
Like
pissed on the episode itself. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't really that good of an episode for me. Just the way I was thinking about it. It had some funny elements. But I
yeah.
get that, you need a build-up episode.
Yeah,
So I
you
get
gotta remember you're watching this weekly, and this is the build up episode 2 an arc.
I know, but you have to think from where I'm coming from, who's never had to do that because I never watch things as
Yeah,
they're coming out, except for when My Hero Academia season 2 started. I guess that's the only time I've ever just sat down
season
and watched
3.
it.
I thought there's also season 3, I believe, as well.
No, I was talking about as it was coming out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think that was season 3 because I was talking with you constantly about it.
No, it was season 2 because that's whenever they went to the went to the forest, and he
That's
ends up.
season 3. That's season
Is
3.
it?
Yes,
Are you
season 2 is
sure?
the tournament arc thing,
You're right. It
and
is. It so is. But
then
anyway,
it ends with Stain.
but
But
anyway.
yeah.
So like this episode was very dull to me, and it's going to be quite a short episode because there's not too much to talk about, other than the
Mhm.
really funny scenes that I'd like to mention. But with
Yeah.
that, let's get right
Well,
into it,
let's
Bobsto.
just right into it. So we open up with some local Beckys gossiping about a breakup and whatnot, and Sabomi's there,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Hey, you want to hang out with us and whatnot?" Sabomi's obviously not really enjoying it. They're like picking up leaves and cleaning out like the front of the school, and
Well,
she's
it's because they
obviously
were
not really
assigned to do
friends.
so. Like,
Yeah, they're trying to do so.
because
She's
Japan's
obviously not
weird.
really. Mhm. Japan's very odd when it comes to that stuff because like you got the class is expected to like clean up the classroom and whatnot. It's like it's very odd.
Well, it's not that it's odd. I
Um,
think it's a very good way to,
it's good. It's a good way of establishing like discipline and whatnot.
yeah, discipline, and like a
Yeah.
lot of people have issues with like washing like dishes in their house, or
Hmm.
keeping their house clean, or just discipline things about yourself like working out. And I feel like Japan schools really hit on that a lot, and it kind of creates a person that is a creature of habit. And I
Yeah.
really like that. I think all schools should do that, in my own opinion.
Yeah.
But sorry about the tidbit.
But oh no, it's all good. There's nothing wrong with a few tangents here and there. But Sabomi is obviously just trying to get the fuck out of here because she's not really enjoying just listening to these Becky's chatting.
Well,
So
no,
right
she said
before
that
she's about
she
to,
was feeling under the weather.
yeah, she's trying to go, yeah, I'm not feeling too good right now, guys. And then she fucking, as soon as she's just trying to get out and whatnot, she fucking sneezes,
She
and she's got to cover it
sneezes.
up.
She snot rockets the entire palm of her hand.
Yeah,
And the Beckys are just
man.
hounding her, dude.
And that's when you should have done the fucking forearm sneeze instead of the palm sneeze.
So I don't know if you
That's
noticed
just
it,
person's.
but those two girls are the vegetable heads.
Are they? I don't know if they
Yes,
are
because
are
those are
they?
the ones that she usually hangs out around. Because they even said that you should hang out with us more outside of school and all this other. So it has to be the vegetable heads. That's the first time we've seen
Maybe
their
I'm not,
faces, and we need the vegetables back. Like
we will see. The only reason I'm thinking not so much is because whenever you see the vegetable head girls, they seem to be actually like Tsubomi is like has this like air of like just vibing with them, but here
Uh-huh.
it's like the exact opposite. She doesn't like these fucking Beckies,
I mean, I get
but
that, but like that she wouldn't have they wouldn't have been so like hard bent
Yeah,
on trying to hang out with her after
yeah.
school if they weren't
Mhm.
regular friends. I feel like with the
Maybe.
way
Well,
that they're,
you got those people. You got those people in anime as well. Where it's like, hey, we're friends, right?
I don't
And
know.
it's
It just depends.
maybe.
But if you really think about it too, like with the way that their faces are,
Mhm.
I mean, it would make sense
Yeah.
because they drew them girls ugly. They put they ugly face on that day. I swear
They are, yeah, dude.
it was rough.
Um, so
And
this
I'm
seems a little.
I'm not a
I don't know.
shallow
You
person. I'm
go.
not a shallow person at all. But they was looking
Listen,
ugly.
let's just say their looks kind of fit their personalities.
Most definitely.
We'll leave it at that. But this is rather interesting because this is the first time we've really seen Tsubomi in like a vulnerable position.
Oh yeah, dude. Like she's always been very like confident and forthright about her her
Hmm.
position.
Yeah,
So
she's usually like the one that's on top of her game, but here she's completely like, oh shit, if I open up the if I remove my hand from my face, they're gonna fucking take pictures of me and spread it around the school to the other Beckys.
I'm gonna be the laughing stock of the Beckys.
Shit's gonna be like Carrie, but worse.
But no, she's sitting there trying to get her snot cleaned up. She asked for a tissue and they're like, we don't have one. She's like, okay, well let me take this off to the dumpster. Like, oh, I'm gonna help you. What's going on under your hand? Let me see. I want to see what you're doing there. As she's about to just give up, my boy, the Clutch Master 10,000, comes around the corner with a snot
Yeah.
rag disposable. He's
Well,
got them. He's got his snot
first
game
he
on
tells
lock.
first he tells the Beckies to fuck off by going, "Hey, the teacher wants you guys."
Dude, smooth
Which, you know, I wonder if
operator.
the teacher actually called for them, or if Mob read the situation as like, I need to get them away from her.
He's psychic.
And
What do you think?
yeah, well, he's psychic, but he doesn't read minds.
Dude, you don't know that. Mm.
He refuses to read minds. There's an entire bit in one of the earlier
But the way
seasons
he's
where
carrying
he doesn't.
himself in this
Maybe,
episode,
maybe I don't know, man.
maybe he just
Um,
read the situation and was just like, "Oh,
maybe he might
she's
be.
in trouble."
Listen, he might actually be a lot more socially aware now that he's actually doing things and not just going to school and coming home.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, he himself has a Tomohiro moment. He himself is kind of a Chad here
yeah, at this
because
point, I
he
just call it a
gives
mob moment because he's really
a
building
Bob a
himself
moment.
up his own little figurehead of a name here.
Yeah.
Tomo describes a side character where Mob is the
Yeah,
main character.
I figure, yeah.
You know Morbin time. Now it's Mobbin time.
It's mobbing time. God, hell yeah! Just when
Mob is
you thought
mobbing.
that Morbin time was dead and gone, we're here digging it back up.
Yeah, let's.
It'll never really die.
Yeah, now it's mobbing time.
It's mobbing
Let's start a
time.
new trend.
Uh, yeah, he gives her that tissue, and she's like, "Oh, thanks, Bob." And she walks off. She's like, "I'll see you later." And then as soon as he hears those words,
Oh,
"See you
her
later,"
Mom gets lifted by her heavenly words, dude. It
yeah,
was
man,
fantastic.
he's in fucking heaven. So I wanted to know, what if those fucking Beckys did have a tissue, but they were just were refusing to give her one?
I'm pretty sure they were just refusing. But then again,
Yeah,
they didn't
yeah.
really have any extra stuff on them. They didn't have a backpack or anything.
Yeah, but still, I with how these girls are acting and whatnot, and what could have possibly happened,
I don't know. Depends on
maybe
if
it
they
might be a little
depends
bit
if
of
they were
conspiracy. Like, well,
it depends if they were
they
stuffing their
might,
bra or not.
yeah, they probably are.
They look
To
like
be
the
honest, they
type.
seem like the type. Yeah, dude, we're on the same page. Hell
Dude, I'm
yeah.
glad we're on the same page. Let's keep rolling with it.
Hell yeah.
So he gets in this heavenly state, and he starts heading home, and reporter bitch. I hate this lady. She's so
Yeah,
annoying. The
yeah.
most annoying character in the
I'm
show.
indifferent towards Visato.
I don't know. I
But
feel like her
it's like
methods are very forward, and I don't like it.
yeah.
I don't like it at all.
She just wants that good scoop.
She wants that good scoop. Scoopity
That
scoop.
mob scoop.
Scoopty whoopty
Poopity scoop.
stoop. Scoopity scoopity. Scoopity whoop.
Yeah.
She wants all that good shit.
Um
Quite
this
literally.
like Mazato's like, yo, you want to talk with I want to talk with you later tonight about some stuff. And then all of a sudden Tomei comes up at the same time, and she's like, hey, aren't we gonna go to telepath watching?
Yeah, you promised to go telepath watching with me. And Mob
Yeah.
starts, he's like, oh, I guess I'm just going to be busy. And then they're just like, oh, well, just give it a thought. Whoever you decide to hang out with, that's cool. And they walk off.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we get a familiar face that pops up.
Yeah, Emmy from the first episode of season 2 showed back up.
The almost Becky. The almost Becky.
Yeah. I'm surprised she showed that she showed back up, but it's nice to see her.
Full circle, man, full circle.
Yeah,
I guess she's only hunkering down so she can finish her Mob Psycho. No.
she can finish her meta knowledge.
But so the research lady just wants Mob to step up for the cult gathering founder. They are what I think it was. What were they doing? I can't like they were.
They're holding auditions for a founder of the cult.
Is weird. Why would you host a audition for a founder? Like that seems a little bit.
Because they don't know who the actual founder is. They just know what he looks like.
Why would they? Then they don't know the actual. They would want their founder to be
the. So they want to find. I'm going to assume that the translation thing is more so along the lines of leader.
Wait, I think I kind of just put that 2 and 2 together there.
Yeah.
So they just want a leader of the group because it's getting massive.
Yeah.
And then,
but at this point, like the leader may as well be the founder, considering the actual founder hasn't stepped. The quote unquote actual founder hasn't stepped up already.
Right, and aka Mob.
Yeah.
But he wasn't really the founder of it because he didn't want to start a cult. So if you really think about it,
he would technically be the quote unquote. That's why I say quotes, like quote unquote founder. He didn't found it himself.
A founder,
but his actions, but his actions led to the founding of it. But he would be still be the figurehead of it.
I feel like he's just the demigod they worship. Like he's the icon of their movement. But I wouldn't exactly call him the founder. He wasn't the one that founded it. The community founded the whole cult thing. So I don't know. There's a stretch to the word. But it's not that important.
But yeah,
sorry.
they want their leader.
Yeah, they want their leader.
And I forgot what did Emmy come up wanting to telling Mob? She's like,
Emmy showed up and said, "You're getting popular."
Yeah, you must be getting popular.
Emmy's just like, "Ooh, you're getting popular, aren't you?" And he's just like, "No, what are you talking about?" She's like, "No, you say what you want to say. I see the real you." Lady killer. Lady killer.
It's like with Mob is like she's like, yeah, you're pretty popular, aren't you? And Mob's like, no. Well, am I?
Am I? I have talked to 4 girls today.
I've talked to 4 girls today, and now that I notice it, more people are looking at me.
Yeah, he goes
and
down the
staring
street.
At me.
He's walking down the street singing. I can't finish it, dude.
Come on, dude.
No, it's not that it's embarrassing. I just can't get it out because I'm laughing too hard.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, compose yourself. Compose yourself. You can do it.
Mom's going down the street singing, "Ooh, these girls are all staring at me."
Yeah, it's like you get this like shot of him walking down the street and whatnot, and he's seeing all these girls looking at him, and then. they're all like, "Ooh, ma, is she gay?
Oh
You're
my
so
god, you're
hot."
so hot. Oh my god, I just don't know
And
what
we
even. Oh my
fucking
god.
fucking fucking Ritsu comes up and Mob's like, I think I'm getting popular.
I think I'm getting popular.
And so
Reacher's like,
and
huh?
so and, and then so Mob's continuing his walk, and the counter is going up.
As he's continuously
And
walking down the street, hearing all the girls whisper around him, it finally hits 100, and we get the mega chat.
We get JoJo Mob because he's got that drawn face. It's got the fucking eye lines and like the cheek lines and
Oh,
everything.
dude, I was kind of thinking of, like, it's just got the profound butt chin from
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the profound butt chin, but his face and body is also super fucking muscular.
It's super
almost like some
sculpted.
weird.
It's just his face, not his
like
body.
It's like
just his face,
but it's like his it's like a fisted on North Star, like JoJo type drawing, almost,
dude is
with a big ass butt chin. I don't know what
full
it
of
is
himself.
with one. I don't know what it is with one's fascination with drawing butt chins on people.
I don't know. I guess
Because he does it a
thinks it's
lot
funny.
in his manga.
He probably thinks
Maybe
it's
he just
funny.
thinks it's funny.
Maybe that's
He's
just
like,
him. Butt chin.
Yeah. Butt chin. It's like a fucking a dumb inside joke from like a Newgrounds animator. Like how I had this in because that's kind of funny.
But as all this is happening, we get a little cutback to the divine tree. The divine tree has become a holy ground, and with this admiration, the tree grows. So,
dude, I like this concept of like the cult is becoming so strong, and so many people are gathering around the tree, and the tree has like basically become this icon,
sentient,
almost like an idol, and like that the people are like pouring, like unknowingly, like pouring all that faith and whatnot, like it's being poured into energy that's being absorbed by this fucking tree.
Jujutsu Kaisen energy. That's what it is.
Yeah. like it's
become a good demon.
It's it's really fucking cool.
It really is. Like that really awesome animation that happened right there. I think I even mentioned it while we were watching it. It looked really cool. The way they're explaining it, with all the groups being there next to it, doing their little chants and dances, and like whenever they had this overlaid voice over the explanation of the tree growing with all the faith and all of the admiration that's being poured into the tree is causing it to grow. I was like, oh man, that
and then
so
we get this
sick.
cool and we get this full animation of a crazily like drawn dimple like absorbing some of the energy from the tree.
Yeah, this is
because he's the one narrating it.
He is,
and it turns out he's actually like his voice like he's stealing some energy. It's like, oh well, what's he doing? And so we cut back over the mob. And he's talking, let's see. And basically, Mazada's like, yo, like, so yeah, the cult's trying to figure out a founder, and they're holding auditions, and you should do it. And as Mob's talking, all of a sudden, his voice just fucking changes. Because his confidence getting the best of him and whatnot.
His voice changes as well as his fucking face changes again.
Yeah.
This is the Mob is full of himself episode, dude.
You know, dude, I love how the status for the 100 is just called Mob on a High Horse.
Mob's on a high horse. Yeah, it was really great, dude. Really but the reporter lady calls him at home, Mob, that is. And his mother calls him into the kitchen, because I don't think you mentioned this, but I think this is a good part. Yeah. And as he's talking to the girl on the phone, the mom's like stuck behind the door, like, he's my little boy is growing up.
Hell yeah.
And he's just like, hey, can we finish this over the cell phone, maybe? Cell phone talk? We'll talk on the cell phone.
Oh yeah.
In your ear. Let me tell you something you might like to hear. I'm the psychonaut leader that you should fear.
Damn.
Bars.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hashtag bars.
Shit, dude.
I'm just telling you, Eminem's real silent lately
He is, dude. Like ever
since
since
you
I took
dropped
the
your
scene,
fire track.
dude.
Yeah, dude.
Ever since I took the scene, Eminem, he ain't
But
talking. That's one
but
person I don't think I would like
after
to call out. I don't think I even want to remotely try to call out Eminem. He's gonna ruin my whole
yeah,
career.
dude. Um, but Mob, he's now extremely confident. He's like, you know what? Maybe I should be the founder because it's based off of me, anyways. And then it gets to no, I must be the founder.
Yeah, because like he gets to talking to Dimple about it, and Dimple is just
Yeah,
like, dude, you could like lead the whole thing, and with me being in your
yeah,
ear, I could really show you how to do
yeah,
it because
dude.
I did this for a living. And Mom's
He's
just
like,
like, why don't you shut up with your crazy fucking schemes, you ignorant
yeah,
piece of
I'll I'll
shit.
fuck I'll fucking do it without you, man.
He's like, I don't need you or your schemes. I know what you're doing, and I don't need you.
And I like
Leave.
how Mob also calls him out for absorbing energy from the direct tree, from the divine
Yeah,
tree as
it's like he
well.
could sense it or something, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's that also. Dimple's like in fucking Super Saiyan mode because he's super spiky from the extra energy he's been
I guess I just didn't pay attention
eating.
to that, but that does make sense.
He's
Um,
animated differently. He's got a lot more spikes on him and
I
whatnot
wasn't paying
around
any
his little
attention to
flow.
that, dude, but that does
Yeah.
make a lot of sense. But as
Hmm.
Dimple gets called out, Dimple's mad as fuck. He goes out in the hallway,
Hmm.
passes over Ritsu, just dips the fuck out. But
Yeah.
Mob had a point though, and he needs to get the fuck up out of his way.
I like how also Mob just asked Dimple straight up, it's like, yo, like, why do you even still want to be a god? Even if you did become a god, what would you even do? And Dimple's like,
Exactly.
and Dimple's like, I don't know. I
Be
do
a
something.
god.
I
I would
just be a god.
I would just be admired fully for the rest of my life. Like, who wouldn't want
Yeah.
that? But then we get this really awesome fucking transition of Mob's morning routine with his
Uh,
with his mobbing
it
face.
was, hell yeah.
he
Hell
like
yeah.
he gets out of the shower, does a little hair shake. He's brushing his teeth. He winks at the fucking camera, dude. I thought that was so funny. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
dude, it's really good.
Oh
Um,
man.
and so we cut back over to Reagan's office, and there's one thing I really like about the scene. I like how they addressed they brought back up Sarazawa taking night classes because Reagan asks him about the night classes.
Yeah, because he's
So I
bored. He
like
doesn't really give a shit.
I know, but I still like that that is not just like a throwaway thing, but it's like something that's like actively happening in the
Right.
background.
Yeah.
Um, and it turns out also there's been a bunch of fucking not many jobs coming in, most of them being about like just buildings fucking collapsing or there being deterioration thanks to these damn roots.
Yeah, and he's just like, these people think we just do odd jobs for a living, and they're just like,
Yeah,
you kind of do. Like,
yeah,
you kind of do, buddy.
uh-huh. And then we get so like they're about to just dip out, and then Mob's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go to, Reagan. I think I'm gonna go to a religious organization today. And then Reagan's like, what the? Are you sure about that? What the fuck are you gonna do? Are you, like, do you want to do that? And then Mob's like, yeah. I mean, they're having a founder audition, and they're like,
And,
oh, it's that cult of yours. And
that cult
he
of
looks up.
yours.
He's like, oh, he looks up. He's like, well, how many members are there anyways?
He's just like, oh,
And
this is kind of shady. You shouldn't get into this. Then notices that there's 530,000 fucking followers.
And he's like, oh shit, business is gonna be awesome. Yo, Mob, go out there and kill it.
Oh my gosh, dude. Reagan wants the fame that comes with the founder position.
Yeah, dude. Also, be sure you tell them that you got a master.
Don't let that slip now. Come on. Don't let it slip your
And
mind.
then
Come on, give me my
Mob
crack.
is
Crack cocaine. Cocaine 'em. Cocaine 'em.
hell yeah, hell yeah. And Mob is super excited until Reagan brings up, oh yeah, you have to do it in front of a bunch of people. Oh, it's
Oof.
also being live streamed.
Oof.
and to hundreds, if not thousands of people,
Oh my
and that just
gosh.
immediately causes Mob to go, oh shit.
I didn't think about this at all.
I didn't think about that. I failed running for class president. What?
Why do I think I could be a leader? But as that quickly fades as he gives him a bonus to go get clothes.
Yeah.
Because Reagan
Gives him
gives him
5,000 yen.
5,000 yen bonus. That might sound like a lot for people who don't understand how Japanese currency works.
Is given $50 basically.
Yeah, that's $50, which I guess technically it's still nice. Like, but the fact that he spent all of that on one fucking t-shirt, he just bought a Gucci t-shirt is what he just bought.
Yeah. Nah, man, Supreme.
No, it's Gucci. Gucci t-shirts are $50, dude.
So Mobs, he's gonna go clothes shopping, and he bumps into Teru.
Teru, my boy, Terry,
And
my boy Terry.
Yeah, and Mob tells him like, yeah, I think I might be crazy, I don't know, but I feel like I'm becoming a lot more popular lately, and people are starting to notice me more. And
And
Tara's like, nah, man, like, yeah, you sure are getting a lot more popular, especially with like the cult stuff, man.
He's like, you're cool.
Because you're
He's inflating Mob's already devious mind.
Yeah.
And
Tara's kind of biased because Mob literally just knocked his ego out back in season 1.
He really did, dude.
So Tara is a bit biased in that he's like, oh no, Bob, you're fucking awesome.
But he ends up helping him go find a cool T-shirt or a cool piece of clothing to stand.
Smart monkey,
just to kind of hang out. A smart monkey.
That's the brand name.
Yeah,
smart
and
monkey.
So instead of actually going to the founder thing, he decides that he's too busy with the ladies, and he decides to meet up with both the girls. And my boy, poor guy, got stood up.
Yeah.
Not once, but twice. My boy got stood up twice in the same day. I was like, no.
So this is something I actually kind of want to bring up, and we'll talk about when we get to the last few parts of the episode that I'm curious about.
Okay.
Also, I wanted to bring up that Tara mentions rather interestingly that apparently the roots are growing further and further into town.
Yeah,
and it's causing buildings and shit to deteriorate. And you can see like the roots like spreading across like power poles and whatnot.
Even in the cracks of the street.
Even in the cracks, like this tree is fucking taken over this small city in Japan.
Yeah, it's like completely starting to fuck it up. Like that's how bad. And it's not a tree, which is stupid. It's a piece of broccoli.
It's just broccoli.
That's just.
I mean, broccoli would still have roots. But
is that how that works? I thought it was just grown from seeds. Does it have like roots? Like
it should have some form of roots.
The people who are broccoli experts in the comments, let us know. Let us know how broccoli's grown. Like just talk about it. Full on link conversation.
Give me a TED talk about broccoli.
Give me a 10-page essay. I want it tonight before midnight.
I'm expecting the leading broccologists.
That's great. Broccologists. Well, you see, broccoli, if you eat it brings your pH level up to 6.5. Sorry.
It's pretty sick. What if I drink alcohol? What if I drink alkaline water with it? How will that affect it?
Well, you would just be in an acid pool of your own bones.
Well, thanks, leading broccologist number 1.
You're welcome.
Oh man, but oh man, hell yeah. But yeah, Tommy's not picking up her phone. Mazato's also not picking up her
My
phone,
boy got stood
and
up.
he's chilling, he's waiting, and Reagan's just sitting, he's chilling, watching the live stream, and all of a sudden, oh, is this mob showing up? It looks like him, but then even the light shows up. You get, dude, I fucking love the design for
This
this
design,
thing.
the divine tree, created its own
Yeah,
founder, which I have my own little theory about what's going on, and we can discuss that in a
yeah,
minute. But we get this really
okay,
cool like mob like look-alike, but made out of roots.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
looked
well,
insane.
it's mimicking the Psycho Helmet poster,
Yeah, it's trying
and
to look
it
like.
refers itself as Psycho Helmet.
Yeah, I have my own little theory about what's happening here, and
Uh,
I would like to talk about it since technically. So let's just talk about the scene first, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty.
yeah,
So this divine leader shows up, and he gets to talking about the tree, and he tells everybody that he is the true leader, and they should all continue to worship the tree. And everybody goes fucking ballistic insane. Like
yeah,
wanting to be the spokesperson for the tree. But they're just all
yeah,
mad that this man just stepped up talking about it.
yeah,
And he's just like, "Oh, so you're non-believers. I see. Let me show you my miracle." And this man just busts
and
up his
he's
own
proud.
miniature broccoli tree in the middle of the stadium.
Yeah,
Like, what the shit? And it's the stadium looks awfully like the high school stadium. Just talk about that too.
yeah.
I think they just did some rework. I think they just.
Interestingly, interestingly, I think he he's the only other one that really other than Mob and the people around Mob that refers to the Divine Tree as a broccoli
Yeah.
as well.
um, that's why they said he
But
was
yeah,
mocking the tree because he called it a piece of
yeah, because he
broccoli.
could have broccoli. Yeah, and but yeah, it's fucking sick ass. Kind of also creepy design because
Dude, it looks really creepy.
um,
But it looks
mhm,
like from a distance, it looks like he has like this really detailed, like, uh, does like personally designed coat. Like it has some weird looking
yeah,
designs on it, and I had to look at it like 3 times to be like, oh, that's its body. It's his roots and shit. I was like, oh man, that is
yeah,
sick looking, and it is. It's
hmm
fucking amazing.
but yeah, but so I also wanted to say as well. So since pretty much unless it states otherwise, it pretty much this is like the manifestation of the tree itself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I wonder if it because like Mob's trying to get a hold of Tomei and Misato, and Reagan tries calling Mob, but Mob doesn't. Mob's not. He's not getting any service from Mob either. I'm thinking that it's fucking with the reception.
Well, no, because I can get it to a certain point because nobody's answering their phone, but Mob's phone
Yeah,
dies. That's why he couldn't get a hold of Mob because
it does.
Mob.
It does, but at the same time, he can't. Well, he was calling Mob right before his cell phone died.
Mm-hmm. Which
But
I
I'm
mean,
thinking that the
it,
tree is fucking. I think the tree might be fucking with the reception.
I have my own theory, and I mean your theory. I mean, I get your theory. It
Yeah,
makes sense,
yeah,
but I also have my
hmm
own theory behind it. So you notice
hmm
how Mob in this whole episode starts getting really full of himself about all the ladies
yeah,
and whatnot, and he talks to everyone about him meeting up with these 2 girls. Okay,
hmm
all of a sudden he can't get a hold of neither one of them. They both stand him up, and there's just one defining factor through the whole episode that you're completely overlooking.
yeah,
That Dimple stormed off,
maybe.
thinking Mob was full of himself. I think that he
hmm
is absorbed and taking possession of the roots of the broccoli tree and is
Hmm.
doing this to basically stand at attention as the founder of this thing, and
Yeah.
in return took and kidnapped the 2 girls just to prove a point to Mob. That's
Uh.
my
Per-
theory.
yeah. Perhaps. That does sound. pretty solid. And like if for the people who have read the manga probably already fucking know
Well, yeah, but we're not.
already,
I
but
mean,
we're not we haven't we none of us have read the manga, so we're going based off of what we're seeing right now.
I just kind of want to know how
Um,
close I am. I can't wait till next episode
yeah,
to like see
yeah,
if I'm
same here.
right.
The only thing I could think about is that could possibly contradict it is that the voice for Psycho Helmet is completely way different than how even Dimple speaks.
Yeah, but you can change your voice, and maybe he's doing that so that Mob doesn't realize that it's Dimple. Because with
I
there's a lot of solid
I'm
points here, man. Like
not so sure, but we'll have to
you can because
we'll
Mob
have
changed
to
his voice with psychic energy. He
that,
changed
but
his
that's different.
appearance and his voice.
That's Mob's brain doing that. Like like yeah, like
I don't
I don't know because
know,
like
dude.
Dimple or
Because
he could even then Dimple would still have a very specific way of speaking if it was him.
perhaps, or I'm just saying, maybe he's
But
changing
yeah,
himself up so that he doesn't get caught. Maybe Dimple
maybe I
just
don't
found
know.
himself done with Mob for a bit because he pissed him off. I'm just saying
But we'll
it
find
could
out.
be.
But yeah, we'll find out. It's either that or either that or maybe Dimple absorbed from the tree and the tree bit back. The tree fought back.
Perhaps. Very much could be an option too. Maybe the tree took Dimple
Uh huh.
and is using Dimple's
And
power to be able to create versions of itself.
yeah,
Because
but
because
we'll
the tree started like becoming sentient and actually absorbing power, maybe the tree took over Dimple as he was trying to come up suck up some more power. See,
uh huh.
there's multiple different things that could be happening at this point,
Yeah.
and can't wait.
Another thing I like with this whole scene as well is there's a lot of like shots of like it cuts back, cut back to Mob, and Mob will be doing something, and as soon as what he does like reflects along with what Psycho Helmet's doing.
Yeah,
So there's like one shot where Mob looks up and then Psycho Helmet looks up. It's like a cool little in sync shot. Um, but other than that, I mean that's pretty much the episode.
yeah, that's it. We were just discussing some
This
our own little
was a very
tidbits.
it's a very very we're just discussing some game theories. You know how it be.
It's a game theory.
hmm
Mm.
I liked it. I'm excited to see what this arc that's
Ooh,
about to happen is going
this
to
is
be.
going to be sick, and I can
I'm
already
excited. There's
tell I'm gonna be frustrated with so many cliffhangers that it's gonna bust my nut. I swear it is.
yeah, but we'll get through it. Hey, we got other stuff to watch as well, weekly as well, and that's probably not going to be equally as painful,
That's
especially with stuff like
very
Chainsaw
true.
Man.
Speaking of, we're watching that tonight. Woo!
Yeah. At the time of this recording, we'll be getting together to watch episode 2 of Chainsaw Man, and we're very excited.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm super stoked. But
But yeah,
with that being
but
said,
that's the end of the episode. I think we've talked about everything we want to talk about.
Bob Stowe, take it away.
I'm Bobsto, the Yoder Weeb.
And I'm Red, the bald-headed wonder.
We'll see you guys later.
See ya.